Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new match review here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's 1-1 draw away against Stevenage. That's right, the Royals were back in action, and they were back in the league for the first time in a couple of fixtures as we travelled to the Lamex and came away with a point. It's actually only the third time that Reading have got something out of an away fixture so far this year, and arguably should have came away with all 3 points. Despite trailing for the majority of the fixture, I thought Reading were the much better side throughout the entire game. Stevenage in the second half were very deep in their own half, and Reading really did create quite a few opportunities. Thanks to some fantastic goalkeeping from man of the match Mahoney in goal, Stevenage were able to come away with a point, and arguably were a little bit lucky. I've got to say the referee performance as well was absolutely shocking. Once again, the standard of refereeing in League One has just been shown throughout this game. Now, in terms of the starting 11, Ruben Sellers made a few changes from the last outing, as we made 11 changes from the Cheltenham game. Joel Pereira came back in goal as he took the number 1 spot back. The back four saw Michael Craig, Amadou Mbenge, Tyler Binden and Andre Garcia all make up the back four. Ben Elliott, Lewis Wing and Charlie Savage were in the midfield, while we saw Chem Campbell and Mamadi Kamara start out wide, with Harvey Knibbs being the striker today. He occupied that false 9 position, and I've got to say the movement from Reading was quite good. They were quite fast and quite quick when it came to counter-attacking in this game, and I thought Reading's pace of the ball was very good. The first half I thought Reading were not struggling, but they were finding it a little bit more difficult than they did in the second, as more opportunities arose in that second half, as I felt Reading were a lot more comfortable in the game. But the first half didn't come with no opportunities for Reading. Ben Elliott had a strike from distance which was saved by the goalkeeper. I think Lewis Wing and Charlie Savage also had strikes that the goalkeeper was equal to, but it was Stevenage that had the best opportunity in the first half, and it came when Dan Kemp was able to have his strike saved by Joel Pereira, but he was the man who ended up laughing last, as he ended up scoring in the 30th minute, getting one past Reading's Portuguese goalkeeper and putting the Borough 1-0 up. Reading had a really good opportunity to equalise before half-time with Charlie Savage, who went through on goal, but again, the goalkeeper was very strong and was able to make a really good save. The second half, though, saw a lot more opportunities for Reading, and Reading actually had a lot of the ball in that second half. There was a substitute in the 45th minute as we saw Jarrell Dorset come back into the team for the first time since September. And I've got to say that substitution was a really positive one. I've got to say at left back he looked really solid, and it was nice to see him back in the team. I thought he struggled quite a bit before he went out with injury, but in this game today looked so much back in place. Now, like we said, Reading created quite a lot of opportunities. Ben Elliott went close a few times with some strikes from long range. I've got to say Harvey Knibbs went close a couple of times as well. But I've got to say a massive well done to Chem Campbell, who I thought had a really decent game in this one. I'm normally a big criticiser of Campbell, as I don't think he's done very well so far in a Reading shirt. Yes, he scored 3 goals, but the performances haven't been too great. But I thought the performance today was a decent one from Campbell, and his work was actually fantastic for Reading's equaliser. Some really good work down the right-hand side. Saw his shirt really being pulled by the Stevenage defender, but he managed to break free and managed to end up putting a cross into the box. It came back to him after a failed clearance, and he managed to flick the ball into the middle, and Harvey Knibbs was there and struck the ball in the back of the net to put Reading at 1-1. Reading then had 3 massive opportunities after that. Ben Elliott had a strike from distance, which was well saved by the goalkeeper. Chem Campbell then had a chance inside the box, which again was a very good save from the goalkeeper. And then lastly, Ashkar Ahmed, who came on in the second half for Michael Craig, ended up having a really good run down the right-hand side. He put a fantastic ball into the box, and Harvey Knibbs on the edge of the 12-yard box managed to just strike his shot wide, and over the crossbar, and Reading ended up drawing the game 1-1. Like we said, Stevenage really did sit deep in that second half, and it was really telling, as you can take a look from the second half statistics as I go ahead and pull it up. Reading ended up having 71% possession, 15 shots to Stevenage's 2, with 7 of them on target. Reading really should have came away with the 3 points today, in my opinion, but Ruben Sellers should be massively proud of the boys today. Away from home, Reading struggled massively normally, but today they did really well and managed to take the game to Stevenage and arguably dominate the procedures and the fixture. Now, in terms of the league table, what does this do? Well, Reading are in 9th position, just 1 point away from the playoff spots going into this November international break. I've got to say, Reading are in a very healthy position, and I'm very proud of what the boys have been able to do considering the circumstances. For Stevenage, they are sitting in 14th place, and yeah, that's going to be that one. Not too worried about relegation, but not really massively in the playoff hunt. But like we said, it's only 14 games into the year, so a lot of football left to play. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll see you all again very soon. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.